Fannie Porter was a famous madam of the Wild West who ran a successful brothel in San Antonio, Texas. Porter was born in England in February 1873, but moved to the United States as a young girl. Little is known about her early days in America, but according to most reports, around the age of 15, she was working as a prostitute around the San Antonio area. Porter was married at some point prior to her rise to fame, but her husband died soon after, leaving her a widow. She does show an arrest for vagrancy in the late 1880s. Vagrancy was the term generally used in police reports to describe prostitution at the time. On the other hand, Fannie was described as a hard and shrewd woman. It was around the age of 20 that she started her own brothel and became extremely popular for having a cordial and sincere attitude, choosing only the most attractive young women as her girls, and requiring that her girls practice good hygiene and maintain an immaculate personal appearance. Porter was very famous for being very defensive of her girls and was well known for not allowing any men who mistreated them to be returning to their business. Typically, it was a small amount of girls working at the brothel, usually aged in their early to mid-20s. Some of the more famous girls include Della Moore, Etta Place, and possibly Laura Bullion. The brothel was located on the corners of Durango and San Saba streets, better known as the Sporting District, and now it's called 503 Urban Loop. By 1895, her brothel was one of the more popular of the Old West. It had become known as a frequent stop-off for outlaws, for here they could rest, recover, and make plans for future criminal activities. The bordello advertised itself as a boarding house. The house was said to have boasted fine glass fixtures, silk sheets, and plush carpeting. And for her special customers, including members of the Wild Bunch, she served chilled champagne. Fannie was well known for her discretion, and she refused to turn in any outlaws to the authorities. One of her girls, Della Moore, became the girlfriend to Kid Curry, remaining with him until her arrest for passing money from one of his robberies. She was arrested and then acquitted, eventually returning to work for Porter once again. Lily Davis, another of the girls, became involved with Outlaw and Wild Bunch member Will News Carver. It's even possible that the Sundance Kid and his girlfriend Etta Place, whose true identity and eventual disappearance from history has long been a mystery, first met while she worked for Porter, but this has never been confirmed. Wild Bunch gang member Laura Bullion is also believed to have worked for Porter at times between 1898 and 1901. The last time the Wild Bunch are known to have visited the brothel was in February 1901, when they were between the bank robberies in Winnemucca, Nevada, and Wagner, Montana. With the law on their heels, the gang planned to split up and head in different directions, but before they rode out for the last time, Fannie threw them a going-away party. Her business was popular with the outlaws of the day, as well as with the lawmen, and she made sure that any lawmen who came in received the best treatment. Even William Pinkerton, founder of the Pinkerton Detective Agency, famously paid her a personal visit. She was said to have liked Pinkerton because he treated her like a lady. By the early 20th century, the tide had begun to turn against active, openly operating brothels. Porter had been arrested in 1888 and 1891, but it was the investigation into her affiliation with the Wild Bunch that led her to move her operations to her home in 1901. Eventually, she retired and faded from history. It is not known where she went after retirement, but most agree that she retired semi-wealthy. Some stories indicate that she married into wealth, and some say that she retired into seclusion. Others indicate that she returned to England, and none of those rumors are confirmed. Later rumors indicate that she lived until 1940, when she was killed in a car accident in El Paso. However, this is also not confirmed. Behind a grid of downtown hotels sits a building now known as 503 Urban Loop. It most recently served as Father Flanagan's Boys Town, and before that was the Carmelita Sisters Day Nursery. The structure has boarded up windows, as its future remains uncertain. As of early 2021, the site lost its historical designation and is up for grabs to the highest bidder. Thanks for watching. I hope you found some value here. Let me know what you think in the comments. Be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss the new video. Thanks, and have a great day.